here?
Live streaming is on.
Bottom
Yes,
left
Hanan?
corner, there's a share screen button. It's the middle one of those three next to the hand.
It just work for the moderators, or?
No, it should work for everyone.
I couldn't find it.
It's on the left.
Ah, it's on the left.
It's on the left bottom next to the hand.
You did that, I guess.
I
No,
just
no.
did. I just wanted proof of concept. I don't want to lie.
Okay, I did it. Thank you. So let's start with the board. And the issues that we just try to put in the done. All email stuff, it's kind of done. I asked Ashley, Danny, and Lauren to help with this problem, but because we have to finish these issues, we are all of the email stuff we're going to done, except just the one issue that the text needs to be amended. There was a little kind of, the Mohammed, this text is kind of different that what Lauren has suggested.
Oh,
And
sorry.
another one, we have an issue that is closed by, but I told Lauren, it's a little bit, different that it has to be, because the reviewer don't accept the campaign, the proposed campaign, and
Any milestone.
the milestone.
Milestone.
And the milestone was, and the text that proposed by the Lauren was, I think it's a mistake, and Lauren has to reopen it. So just two of the issues from the Epic email, is remained with this very small, amendments. But all of them are going has went to the done. So we have these issues done. If you take a look at, we did the banner on the front page, but due to our technical issues, we just have to put it on the bottom instead of the top. But at the next sprint, we'll fix this issue. So the other one, reorder milestone proposing is done. Anyone, whenever wants to leave a comment, please don't hesitate, and you can interrupt. This issue was done, and the revise of UI finding table was done. And we have done update milestone donations list of person to final payment info.
Yeah, that's a big.
I'm sorry, anyone have my voice?
Yes.
Right now, yes.
Okay, so my microphone had some problems. I think it's okay now. I'm sorry. Continue, please.
Okay. We try to put all the untested issues to done column. It's about 27 issues that remain from the last sprint, and also for milestone 3 and 4. But we just have some things that we have finished, but it needs to be reviewed on the UAT, or it has a little bit, problems here. For example, I told you about this email. Change the logic of finding DAX campaigns for Giveth step. There, me and Mohammed have to review it and test it again. But it's kind of, the code is ready. Proposed milestone redesign, the that was our main epic this sprint is kind of done, but we have to test it again at the develop. And another one, don't allow creating milestone with a capped amount less than limit. The code is just finished, but it hasn't been tested with all the scenarios and the develop.
I guess Ramin had tested that. Ramin, did you test that? Some milestone, did you stop proposing milestone less than amount?
Yes, it was okay for me.
But I think we draw a DoD. As I mentioned, all of you guys in the Discord. Let's see the DoD. The DoD said here.
Yeah, so it's tested.
Yeah, it's my suggestion. So please leave your ideas about that. That is deployed. This is functional test passed, documented, and product owner accept this user story. So I want to see it myself. It's no problem. It's just my suggestion. But if you want to you move it to the done, it's okay. I don't have any, insist. I don't insist on it. So as the team decision. So these are the done in the UAT test, and we have 2 issues that we need to review before we put it in the UAT test column. And we just have lots of issues. For example, I think it's 21 issues that we bring it to the current sprint, but it's still in progress, and we work on it. Amin can talk more about these issues, I think.
Yeah, the first one needs some clarification. It's about the status milestone. We have a status milestone,
Yes.
but we need to add another one or something. Am I mute? Okay. To tell that the user whenever the user do some payment, do some withdrawing or dispersing the money in the bridge and it's settled or not, explain somehow in the status. So it's some redesign or some debate on that to what put those phrases. Maybe Griff, can you help, or anyone who can how to explain that concept well in the milestone status? The next one is just UI styling.
Can you guys
assign
Hey, I mean, can you say, or Monique, what was the issue number for the previous issue?
1846. That we have a session, we have a meeting about
the
this
milestones.
Hadi. Because of the changing the forms of milestone, I think that these documents are totally have to be changed. We have these 4 documents, and the main documents that Hadi was working on it. But because of the bounty payment and kind of these forms, I think it have to be revised. And we have still in our in progress. We have to collaborate more on this.
I don't think the pictures will need to be revised as much, but just the headers and the classifications and how we use them. Because in the end, the functionality isn't changing. We're just classifying them in a way that it's easier for the user to flow. So we should do the same to the diagrams where it's like, oh, this is the bounty flow, right? Oh, this is the milestone flow. Oh, this is, and then there's those 4 flows and they each have a diagram. It shouldn't be that much reworking of the diagrams because that actually didn't change.
So if you as a stakeholder accepts this, we can move it to the done. Or what was the purpose of this document? You know, to help us to understand more. I think
I don't think the diagrams need to be changed, but we do just need like a once over on, oh, this is the milestone flow. Oh, this is the payment flow. Oh, this is the. So they might need to change, the diagrams might need to change a little, like maybe we call out the specific options. But the purpose of this was documentation for onboarding new developers and clarifying things for users.
Very well. So I can, you know, put it here for the next sprint, or I can move it to the done.
Sorry for interruption. I thought this issue. Sorry for interrupting, Monique. I thought this issue is just about labels of the status, not about diagram or whole
no, that's
of a milestone.
Yeah, this is Hadi's issue for clarifying the process flow for statuses, and it would help inform what statuses we should put into the milestones. But I thought there was another issue for that where we're actually changing the pending, in progress, and all of that.
Yeah. We have another issue about this. This one is just for document and the flow. So I comment for Hadi to just make.
Hadi's here.
No, it's not here. It's here.
Hi, Hadi. Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, how are you?
You're mute. Hi.
Sorry for delay, and hello, everybody. I don't interrupt you.
Yeah, and Monique, when there's a good stop in the flow, we should do introductions. I think this is the first time a lot of people have met.
So I just put some comments here for this issue. We have considered a new template of forms of the campaign, and that's it. And the flow was excellent, and we reached our goal, I think. Examples for new templates of my lessons. Sorry for my English, but I think it's okay. I move it to done for now. So let's move to another one. That was the UI. Please go ahead about this. Amin John?
I think we lost Amin.
No, I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I refreshed the page. Yeah, I guess I think Griff's mentioned kindly to everyone introduce himself. We have new member, and it's cool to Ramin knows all of us, and all of us know Ramin. I start from myself. I'm Emin. I'm full stack developer at US Trade. I'm a developer these days in this space, and yeah, I pass it to Mohammed.
Hello everyone, I'm Mohammed, backend developer, and work a little on front and Giveth app. Ramin knows me, but I introduce myself again. I pass it to Hadi.
Hello, everybody. I am with Giveth for about 1 year, and I am helping you on test and documentation and something like that. And I pass it to Ramin. Hello, Ramin.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ramin. It's about 1 month. I'm working as a front-end developer with Giveth.
Yeah.
And then normally you'd pass it. We have this like culture of like who goes next. Oh, you just pass it and pick someone. But I'll take it from you, Ramin. So yeah, I'm Griff. I'm one of the Giveth founders, and am generally playing a lot of blockchain background wisdom and product ownership over features and direction. And I also pay the bills, so that's usually relevant. And I'll pass it to Ashley.
Hi, Ramin. So great to have you here. I'm Ashley. I usually help with testing and documentation, content creation, and kind of onboarding different projects to create campaigns and kind of helping them find the flow of how Giveth Trace works. And I'll pass it to Lauren.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Lauren. I've been working with Giveth since November, and I help with Giveth Trace a little bit in testing, and I help like live stream the calls, and I do some organizational things, and I'm all over the Giveth space. But it's super, super good to meet you here, and looking forward to working with you. Now pass to Danny.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
I got it. Okay. I'm Danny. I have been a longtime user of Trace and have some other campaigns and users on there as well. We're moving money through it regularly. So I steward the community and the governance and try to be a little bit all over the place. I think I've talked to almost all of you in direct messages to answer questions, and I'm always there to do that for you as well. So feel free to hit me up anytime you have questions. I gave Monique some hours to jump over into development and do some testing for you over this next week as well. And that's me. Love working with you guys. I'm so glad you're all here. And also working on getting some other repos added for source cred so we can be tracking praise and your contributions to distribute some extra bonuses in PAN. So I'm here to answer questions about that as well and get that happening for you. I had to step away for a second, so I don't know who went before, but whoever needs to go next, go.
I think Monique is the last one.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Back to you, Monique.
Hello again, everybody. Sorry for not considering the culture that we have in our meetings. I always forget. My name is Monique, and I'm just joined the team 3 weeks so far. And that's one of them was the vacation. So I'm very happy to be with you, with all of you guys. And I'm so excited to have Ramin with our team, a fresh front-end man. And I appreciate all of you help us doing tests. We have major blocking test issues in this project, I think, especially in the UAT. So all of the efforts that you will take help us during this. And that's all of it for now. I can't pass it to everyone, so we can go forward with the board and with it. By the way, I made some project management or planning kind of things because we don't have any Scrum Master here. So I put the Scrum Master hat on my head and get some resource planning. And I'm very I would like to share it with you. I gathered all of the team. I asked for all of the team members about our goals that we have to meet till the end of the year. And this is our summary. If you have any issue, please leave me a comment in the group. And for your information, we have to go live on being stable, especially on gas issues in the current quarter of the year. And we expect that after these 3 months, we will be stable on the production environment. At the quarter 3, we have to do some improvement in UI UX based on detailed customer feedback. So we have to find, some active customers and talk with them and get their exact requirements and feedbacks. And we have to improve scalability and reliability at the back end. That was always the awareness of our backend team. At the Q4, we have to cover our expenses with this product. So it's gonna be a tough goal, but we have to, according to your comments. And we gonna add multi-chain support and improvements on bridge. The bridge was the things that Amin and Mohammed was also worried about. So this is our goals. Like gonna make some milestones and some epics below these goals that we might have, and your help are so welcome because I'm newcomer to the team. I also did some kind of resource planning. For example, for the sprint 5, that was 3 weeks from March 15th to April 5th, 5th, sorry. And that was the focus factor. For example, all of our resources, just 1/3 of the whole sprint will goes on bug fixing and operations. And we have, all team members here, their total hours that they can contribute in the project, the hours that they, have on the other project. And for example, out of all these ceremonies, we have just a net available hours for our team. And we minus of the focus factor, we reach the amount of story points that we can done, and with this current hours, so we can compare ourselves with ourselves during the time. If, for example, the story points done was for example 17 during this 70 during this available hours, and at the next sprint we improve it to 19. So we made a better team. We have done our goals, and if there is dropped by for example 20 or 30, we understand that something is wrong. So it was the Scrum Master hat that I put. And this is for the planning for the next sprint. The next sprint gonna be 2 weeks from 5 to 19th of April. And these are our team members with their contribution. I didn't put any hours for Marco and Danny because their work might be kind of different from the team. But we have 5 hours for helping, and Ashley for testing, and 6 hours for Lauren. I also, consider 2 hours for sync meetings from the Lauren that I can add to Ashley right now. If you have any comments, you can give me here to make it better. So any comments, any suggestion?
I guess it's better to start with any question because it's the first, maybe it's the first time for someone to see that. I don't know. People are familiar because Monica has introduced that board for us before in our daily meetings, but for you maybe it's new. And now, is it clear for you guys?
Yeah, it's clear for me. Yeah, I can give a few hours to, I think I said wherever I'm most useful. If it's testing, that's where I can put it. If there's something else, just let me know.
Very kind. You're very kind.
Thank you. So our goal was at the Sprint 5 was sync milestone status with mainnet, and some problems that we have. It's mostly goes to issue number 1522, and there is it's still in the Sprint backlog. And all of them was done. All of the issues that was related to this was done. Just one issue has left in the product backlog that was related to Hadi. That was the name of the, I think, status. Hadi, do you have any comments here?
Please show the description of the issue. Go up.
It's 1919.
Yes, here. I update the description. What I mean is about the status update column. Yeah, here. We need to represent issue when about the payment here. For example, when the Osiris request for collecting money, for example, we need to see this state here in this column. This is what I mean by this issue. It's clear?
We have some item in the conversation. It says that some money moved to your wallet, moved to recipient wallet. We have some status update. Technically that column is conversations, technically, and its title is status update. But we have another item that's the status, like in progress, pending, complete, about a milestone, that we need some value when which represent the status of whether the money is settled or not. Money is moved, the money of the milestone, which is withdrawn by the user. Is it finally moved to your to recipient wallet or not? Do you know what I'm saying? For instance, a milestone has some capacity, it filled, it's withdrawn, so it's paid in the status right now in the milestone, but it doesn't represent the real status of money in real world. The money is in break, it's not paid.
And the group's comments is also so welcomed. I suggest we keep the status paid, but beside, we gonna show the user how much amount of confirmed money has been paid out from the total money. I think in this pattern it could be implemented.
Please leave a status update column because we have some item for that, and it's implemented. We can discuss that, or maybe if you have any issue later, we can change that. It will be easy because it's just changing a text in the front end. Everything is saved.
Monique, can you hit refresh and go and scroll down just so that we're all on the same page? This is what Amin is talking about. This stat point, and what word goes there for each piece. And this is where the work, like Amin linked in 1884, is so important. Is to understand, like, for each movement, what is this word?
So,
may I give a comment?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I know, someone just could get out all of the money from Milestone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Or
Paid
part
out.
of that, or part of
Yes.
that. You know, you can withdraw multiple times. For instance, you have two payments. One of each of them is 1K DAI. So you
Yeah.
withdraw it, one of them 1 month ago, and the other one just yesterday. The 1 month ago withdraw is settled on your wallet, but the second one it's still on the bridge.
Okay.
So
I
you
got
can
it.
represent that in the status.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So what we should do right now?
Monique, your suggestion was cool. I liked it. I just wanted that we have some slash, and on the each side we have some all the value and the settled value, and the left side. It's cool. I liked it.
What's your idea, Griff?
So on that, on the payment stuff, we kind of we write currently we have. I mean, I assume if we integrate the pay, this much has been paid. It might get a little complicated because we have multiple currencies. For instance, here's a milestone for James. Maybe I can share my screen really quick.
Yeah. Monique, can you stop sharing?
No, we can both share. It's fine.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, because you know Kai's space is way better than anyway, Zoom or Meet. So okay, so for example, this is one of these milestones. That's kind of the edge case that we have to worry about. So James has received multiple payments over the last few months, and like okay, he gets this much, and then he collected this much DAI, he collected this much PAN, and then he got more PAN, and then he collected it, and now he's got more PAN, but he hasn't collected it. So now we have this current balance value right here. We have the current balance in tokens, and then we have the amount donated in total. And in progress may not be the right word, right? Like it's just not you know, all of these things were structured for assuming that it's going to be a milestone with a reviewer. That was our baseline when we did everything, you know. So now for this style we may need different words, and this is where 1884 comes in. Or is it 1884? There's another one. What's the one where that Hadi is working on that has
it's
all the
1919.
1919? No,
that was that was
it's
the
like,
same.
Yeah, it's a different one. So one where Hadi has all the drawings.
The one that's the document was you know, we're in it.
Yeah.
You move it to the down column.
You can find it in ZenHub maybe.
You know, the status wasn't changed a lot. It was in progress. In this issue, you have just to propose new name, just a new name. We have discussion about this with Amin, and we thought that we can keep this status with another status reason. My suggestion was related to this status reason. For example, it's paid, it's in progress, but you know, that much money is confirmed. It's not kind of, you know, it has balance. It has, you know, lots of, you know, the input and output of the money. But it's we might keep this status and put another comments or, you know, text in front of the status. So, but if all of the three I agree, we can just change the name of the status. This is what I got about this.
Yeah, I think we need to look at each flow, the milestone flow, the payment flow, the bounty flow, and what's the last one? The expense flow.
Expenses. Yeah.
And then just confirm a status name for each step, and that's the process. And then map that to this, because that's the use case of it. Many of them will be the same, but this is just a part of this new milestone overhaul flow that we need. And it's issue where a lot of this is started is in issue 1846.
Okay, so
but it was started before it was started with our old system, and now we need to, just like Hadi's going to update the drawings and update the flow, we should also just consider giving each step a name, a status name. 46.
Sorry, can I put some comment?
Yeah.
Currently, the milestone type is just some UI thing. So the backend flow doesn't impact by what flow have you used. I don't know, but we have some data structure in the backend on the smart contract that is created after you propose or create a milestone. And it doesn't care about which form did you use. I don't know, maybe the form has, our forms doesn't have overlap? No, I guess. Because the bounty has a reviewer, the payment doesn't have reviewer, or I'm not sure.
Payments do not have reviewers. Bounties and milestones do have reviewers. Expenses and payments do not have reviewers.
Yeah, so by the structure of the milestone, we can discern what form is used. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we have these names in each of these circles, which are the status names, and we just need to review those names. And Hadi, I'd be totally cool to just have a hack sesh with you on that, if you're down.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
Sorry, I'm using crazy words like hack sesh. We could have a 30-minute brain meeting. That's the word. For just going through these statuses and just get that done.
You mean that we have another meeting about this new template for milestone?
Yes, but very focused only on the statuses, and then when we talk about other things.
Okay. What time? Thursday?
Thursday? Yeah, Thursday is usually a good day. Let's see.
Okay. You and me and Monique, yeah?
Monique can come if he wants, but it is a very dedicated, like we have
okay, no problem. You and me.
Monique is more than welcome, of course, but we have a very dedicated effort.
Okay.
It would be
I got it.
3 p.m. Europe time. I don't know what time that is for you, though.
Yeah,
I'll make a calendar invite. And then,
Thursday, 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
I think 5 p.m.
I guess it would be 1 p.m.
We have 2 hours.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, guys, please do
Thursday,
it
5
after
p.m.
the meeting.
Yeah.
So we have just a quarter of an hour left for meeting. I have to speed up more. We just moved this issue that was the epic. That's not allow payments less than certain amounts in this sprint. In the middle of the sprint, we put it, and it's our goal for the next sprint, I think. For the next
Khani. Sorry, Khan.
I got it.
Okay.
It's the 1888.
Yeah. Thanks.
1888.
Monik, is if it's not a big deal, can I just put a comment about a status update?
Yes, please.
Tiny. Sorry, what about adding some item in the milestone detail? We have a status, recipient, total donated, max amount, something like that. And what about having another section just about payments, total payments? And then for each token, we have a row and say how much has paid, how much is settled, something like that.
Well, we have a working solution right now, so I would say that it's not a problem we need to fix because we do have that, right? Like it's not like we're missing that.
I'm talking about just how much has settled on the user wallet. I'm talking about that requirement.
But we have
how to explain how much is and how much is paid and how much is and
this is that we have that. Now, could we improve it? Sure, but we don't need it in the status update because it's above here, right here, and it's very complicated. So it's not something that could just be in one line.
Yeah, user should subtract those values to get to find out how much has withdrawn, how much has paid.
So the current balance is this much.
So the total amount was the up, and the user should subtract that value to find out how much James has withdrawn.
But I would argue that no user has told us that they want to know that number.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. So,
go ahead. Thank you, Monique.
Welcome. Guys, can you give me some estimation about this issue? All of the issues were assigned to Mohammed, and it's a very important issue for our next sprint. I just want to make sure that it's very clear for all the team members, and we can, have a commitment to make it done at the next sprint.
Is it done? It's done, I guess. It's done this week. So.
It's kind of done. Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. Because it was planned for our next sprint. I think it's not gonna be done. So
it's done development. It will require a lot of testing, right?
Yeah. And we did this testing in the dawn, but just one of the issues is still in the UAT test.
Double checks worse. It's worse because it's very important because it will cause many issues. Griff, can I ask a question regarding that issue? We have some limitation about $300. Yeah. And think about someone has 150 DAI and $150 Ethereum in his milestone. He cannot collect. He cannot withdraw or can?
He cannot. He cannot. Because that will be.
So you change the logic.
Yeah, that I mean, for our use case, it'll be 2 transactions, one for Ether and one for DAI, and so that would be $140 worth of fees.
So another edge case comes to my mind right now. Someone has proposed milestone and created a milestone before this feature. Its capacity is less than 300, so he can withdraw. He should be able to withdraw. Yeah.
I mean, in an ideal world, no, but whatever is easier for development.
Someone has created before. What happens for him? And he has some money in it, and we deployed our change. So someone eventually someone will have a milestone with 200 DAI in it, for instance. So someone had donated to that milestone, but he cannot withdraw.
Yep. That would be the ideal. In the end, this is a front end change. So if a user complains, we have the keys and we can manually do it through the smart contracts. So it's not like it's impossible to be done. It's just a front end change. So I would prefer, my preference would be to not grandfather in anybody, as it sounds like that would make it more complicated anyway. And also doesn't achieve the goals that we want, which is, hey guys, like, come on, be aware of the fact that we're paying $70 in gas to get your transactions through. I don't think anyone's really going to complain if we say, hey, there's this thing, gas sucks. And they're like, oh yeah, gas sucks. That's right. It's okay.
Yeah. All right. So we should change that, move that milestone to improv, to sprint backlog, because some change needs to be applied about withdrawal specifically.
So
collect disperse. The collect disperse one, 1886.
1886. We can move it to the
and also the mark complete one.
Yeah.
Okay, so both of them, 1886 and 1887.
Just move it to the product backlog or sprint backlog?
Sprint backlog, yeah. And 1887, just change the number in the menu. 1887. It should be done, yeah.
Okay. I would like you guys after this meeting put some estimation on these issues that help me understand what's our velocity. I appreciate it. So
yeah, of course. We can do it in this another session, me and you morning school. We can talk about other important stuffs in this meeting.
So our main issue in the product backlog is just this epic that we planned it for next milestone or sprint. So, is it okay that we have this issue for the goal of our next sprint, or beside the bugs and the ops, or we have to change it?
What do you expect? Another goal, yeah. I guess it's not big enough. It's not big enough for one sprint. We can define other things, but Mohammed has some issues to fix, of course. Ramin has some stuff about.
I think it's a fine goal because there's a lot of testing that needs to go into that. It's gonna, like you said, it's gonna break so many things, and we're gonna find so many weird problems with it. I think it's a fine goal. I honestly still, even though it's almost done, I worry we may not achieve it.
I also should replace the gas station API with the gas on the bridge. It's one that should be implemented.
If we
I guess it's easy, but critical.
If we search gas in this thing, I think we'll find a lot of things that have to be included into this effort. Because there's also the tracking each gas amount and reporting it on the front end, so people know how much gas was paid for each milestone, campaign, and that could be included as well.
Mhm. So I move it with a high priority.
And I guess I think we should add another issue about refactoring bridge monitor. It's important because yeah.
Can I leave a comment, please? I think we'd better freeze a while in just the coming sprint and do lots of testing. It's my opinion that just we don't take very complicated features for the next sprint. It's my idea. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. And I know me and Muhammad are finding issues in the backend every day. There are some issues that we cannot solve. If we have some idea, we put some line of code and say, "Oh, that works." And yeah, I agree. We have enough tests to clear, to make them done, and lots of tests needed.
Yeah, I would agree. Nick. I mean, the new milestone feature plus this gas, that's a lot of big upgrades that will need a lot of testing.
And we have lots of items in progress and in sprint backlog. I would like you to do me a favor, you and Mohammed, and say what's have a very kind of very time consuming and heavy for this sprint, and we'll move it back to the product backlog.
Yeah, we should do. Yeah, we should.
Can we do it in this 5-6 minutes we have?
I don't think so, because there are lots of just in progress ones.
Yes, and just 5 issues.
Okay. Okay. Go.
We can keep. I think we can keep it because it's almost done. Huh?
Yeah.
What do you think, Mohammed?
Yeah, I think
cool. It's about in progress. It's cool. Just in progress issues or no? All in sprint backlog.
Right now in progress, and after that.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. For in progress, you are okay, you guys, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the sprints backlog? This video issue is. I think we can move it back. Or
it's cool. We can keep it. It's easy and can assign it to Ramin because it's easy.
Okay. It's all of them are videos. Specify the roles of the Giveth platform. It's gonna be okay, I think, for Hadi for this sprint. It's not time consuming for devs. Is it okay, Hadi?
Sorry.
For the issue 1638.
Roles of the Giveth. Oh my God. I think it's about 10 hours, maybe. It's documentation.
So I move it back because we don't have any budgets more. So when payouts happens on the mainnet, grab that info and add it into the milestone frontend. I think it's a little bit heavy. Am I right?
Oh, it's the same issue that we were working on. That it's tested. It's working. It can be released this week, I guess.
I'm sorry. It's 15. Oh, yes. It shouldn't be in this. Because of this epic, it's kind of in UAT test. Just 2 issues is in the UAT. So, okay. So, email parent campaign subscriber. When
you're in product backlog, you jump in product backlog.
Sorry. Security vulnerability, I move it to the product backlog.
Yeah, the is not available.
And what about the pending amounts of remaining field is not cleaned after donation is committed? I would prefer to move it back to the product backlog because it's kind of further thing.
It's technical that we had before. We should okay. We should find the cause. It's about finding the cause. Okay.
So what should I do? Mohammed, what's your opinion?
Really, I don't remember what was it exactly.
Sometimes we don't clear the pending amount remaining field of donations. You remember?
We can use our
pending
budgets.
and simulation script do that for us. Does that for us.
We can use our bugs and ops budget for this. So I label it as ops. So you're not committed to end it, but it's gonna be here.
Search bar cannot be done implemented in this sprint. Search bar.
Where is it?
Yeah, that's it. Implement search bar for upper. Yeah.
The standard fee form.
It's about the bridge manager.
Let's put it back. Don't allow user collect disperse milestone. We have to do this, but these are guess issues.
Yeah.
We label guess and optimization. So this is gonna be our sprint backlog with all of these in UAT and in progress. All the team members, do you agree and do you committed with this plan?
I think it's okay.
Okay. There are probabilities that we find time. I guess we should first do the release this week. We should first, we should maybe 2 days later, 3 days later, we make a release on beta.
Yes,
and after that, we will find time.
We have refinement, but because we don't have any exact story points that we made it before in previous sprints, we just have to have it, in general. So.
Okay, if you're at top of hour, do you want to add anything on it? Oh, sorry. Monique,
yes, I have to run, guys. I have another call.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Hope it will be.
Thanks for leaving the call, Monique. Nice to meet you, Ramin, and welcome back, Ashley.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank
you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Everybody, if you have any problem, please refer me during the sprint. Goodbye.